Hi everybody, John with you. Welcome back to my channel and our continuing journey through my Hawaiian record collection, one record at a time. We're on the letter A. We're up to an important artist, the late Alfred Apaka, who had quite a, not a super long career because of his passing away so early, but did leave us with many, many wonderful recordings. And I hope today that I am trying to just get this video out because I don't know if you can't hear it right now, but where I'm living, there's like I think one of the apartments over there, right across from mine. There's a colic baby. I don't know how else to say it except that this baby is just colic, and every so often it starts wailing and screeching for like 2 hours, and I heard little rumblings of it. I thought, oh, it's gonna start, just when I was getting ready to do this video. So I'm hoping like I can get the video done because it's hideous when it starts, poor thing. And then it has like, I think a grandmother staying with it, Chinese grandmother that's, something's wrong with her voice, and she literally sounds like a witch screaming. I know she's not saying horrible things, but I mean it sounds like she's screeching. She's horrible, and then the baby is wailing, and it's like just a nightmare for like an hour or two. Anyway, before that happens, let's do the video. Alfred Apaka. Okay, so I'm kind of going to go somewhat in order of the chronology of the recordings, somewhat. This is, I believe, the oldest one I have. Dreams of the South Seas, Alfred Apaka and the Hawaiians. Now this says Urania Records, and then the label is Bell. I think they're the same company or like a subsidiary or something. Quite an early recording. Now I got this recording after I'd already moved to Hawaii, after, like in 83, 84, something like that. I already had Alfred Apaka records and I knew about him and whatever, but this was exciting to find because, of course, we're talking about back in the day before internet, when you just discovered records by actually finding them. And I found this one in a record store and had never seen it anywhere before. It is quite old and rare, so it was quite an exciting find. A sweet aloha song was sung and gingerly, and there amid the flowers everyone was gay. For this is what I heard, there come a little bit by way of information, Alfred Apaka actually started his career pretty much out of high school. He wanted to be, or was interested in studying to become a doctor. He'd been in some sort of high school musical production, and they made a recording of one of the songs or something that he had sung in this musical presentation, and it was heard by the right people or whatever. They weren't really intending to promote it, but he ended up being asked to audition for a singing job, and he got it in one of the hotels in Honolulu, and his career just took off from that. He had an amazingly beautiful baritone voice, very nice looking guy. So he says here he's after his beginning, he had built up quite a following at the Royal Hawaiian Hotel, also at the famous Young Hotel in Honolulu. And he also worked, went to New York and worked, as many Hawaiian performers did during that time period, at the Hawaiian Room, Lexington Hotel, other venues and Polynesian restaurants in New York and the major cities, and then came back to Hawaii and continued his career. Unfortunately, at the age of 41, he had a heart attack and passed away. So he actually, died quite young, quite tragically. But had a lot of recording done. So like today we'll probably just get through maybe half of the records, and we'll have another video of Alfred Apaka. This is a 7-inch one. I don't normally show the singles, but this is actually a four-song single. It's a nice one because it's Alfred Apaka with the Hawaiian Village Serenaders. He performed at the Hawaiian Village Hotel, Kaiser's Hawaiian Village Hotel, before it was a Hilton. For many, many years. Christmas at the Hawaiian Village. Oh, couple of 10-inch records here, earlier stuff, of course, as well. My Isle of Golden Dreams. This is Alfred Apaka with the Andrews Sisters on Decca Records. They're all recordings of them together, except one song is Alfred Apaka by himself and one song is the Andrews Sisters by themselves, but the rest they're singing together.
Good night, aloha. Good night.
Another Decca Records, Hawaiian Favorites. This is Alfred Apaka with Danny Stewart's Hawaiians.
A sleepy lagoon, a tropical moon, and two on an island. A sleepy lagoon and two hearts in tune in some lullaby land.
This one also was released as a 12-inch with a few added songs onto it, so 10-inch, 12-inch.
Out on the beach with your dear little peach, where the waves are rolling in so high. Holding her hand while you sit on the sand, you promise you'll win her heart or die. You're starting to tease, you give her a squeeze, her heart is on a whirl. If you
Very beautiful voice Alfred Apaka had. Also, he recorded not only solo, but he also did, you can hear his voice on many recordings, featured quite prominently on a lot of recordings from the Hawaii Calls Orchestra and Chorus, Webley Edwards, and the Hawaii Calls radio show. He was featured on that as well. This one here, another Decca Records, Blue Hawaiian Moonlight. This one, Alfred Apaka, most of the songs here are with a full orchestra by Harold
Mooney. Someone is waiting beneath your skies, all blue. Polynesian heaven, kissed by
again, Decca. These are the earlier Decca labels.
Mothered by the trade wind.
This is really a nice album here. I like this one. This one also I got fairly not too long after moving to Hawaii, early 80s. I knew about Alfred Apaka. I had some of his, had some of his later stuff, and this was one I found in a record store earlier on and was very taken with the artwork, beautiful artwork. It's actually a very pretty album too. South Sea Island Magic.
There's a rainbow in the islands for the angels' place to lay around Hawaii,
And it's even cool on the back.
sing of happiness where the misty hills are rolling to the sea. There's a whisper in the palm trees saying never leave.
And now this time he has kind of a specific, hotel-specific backup band, Alfred Apaka and his Hawaiian Village Serenaders. And this, by the way, in case you were wondering, it says on the back, lest there's any confusion, the painting on the cover is an accurate depiction of the new Kaiser Hawaiian Village Hotel, which is now the Hilton Hawaiian Village Hotel and looks considerably different from this. Although, they have made it a point to keep it, there's lots of lushness and greenery and whatever at the Hilton. Yeah. Another one, Broadway Wears a Lay. Now this one also, most of these songs are, it's very foil cover. We love our foil covers. This one's with the Axel Stordahl. I never know if I'm saying that quite right, but Axel Stordahl and his orchestra. One side is Broadway show tunes, the other side Hawaiian songs.
I knew somewhere, sometime, somehow you.
Check this out here. You can win an all-expense paid vacation at the Hawaiian Village Hotel by fulfilling the rules on the inner sleeves for the contest, although I don't have those rules anymore. I don't know. Then finally, we have this, finally today, we have this album, Alfred Apaka at the Hawaiian Village Nights. And this is with orchestra conducted by Don Costa. This, actually, on a personal note, would have been one of the first records I had. I don't think the first. No, not the first. Probably the second Alfred Apaka record I had. I had this record as a kid, living in upstate New York. We had bought it somewhere at one of the department stores. Not this version, though. This is actually the original one on ABC Paramount with a full orchestra. This is a beautiful recording. It was recorded, if you're wondering what this is, it was recorded inside the aluminum dome at the Kaiser Hilton Hawaiian Village, which was a large, literally a very large dome on the corner of whatever that is, Eno Road. I want to say Eno Road and Ala Moana Boulevard, whatever. Across from the Wailana Coffee Shop. It's not there anymore. They did tear it down, but it was there when I actually went inside, even when it wasn't torn down until maybe 10 years ago, I don't know, something. But that's the inside of it. And it was a great venue for recording. Don Ho had a show there for a long time, Alfred Apaka, other people, and they also recorded in it because the acoustics were beautiful. Yeah. However, the version I had is this one here, which was just a reissue. So, but this is the one I could, in the early 70s. This is, we got, I think at a Kmart or somewhere we got it. It's called the Immortal Hawaiian Alfred Apaka, but it's exactly the same album. It's just a reissue, ABC Records. Okay, so we're going to stop there. That's it for Alfred Apaka for today. We will present the rest of Alfred Apaka music on the next video. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Have a good week. And also, if you have any of these albums or any interests or comments or whatever, please, you're welcome to comment in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Have a good week. Aloha.